Hello Libra, this is Gypsy Spirit here with you to give you your Power Goddess Oracle card reading for the week of September 5th through September 11th. Now, I will be very honest with you, I don't know a whole lot about the goddesses. I love to study up on them, but in doing this, I have decided that I will read the messages from the goddesses from the book, and we'll follow through with it with a story that is related to what the goddess is about and how how she will help you. So let's go ahead and get started. And Libra, I already picked your card. I love these cards. It's the reason why I included this in my Patreon. Even with my own clients, when they come here to have a reading, I always do a Power Goddess reading for them as well. So we've got the Sun card, and the goddess is Yai. I think that's how you say it, Y-H-I, Yai. And she is a Aboriginal Australian goddess and represents the sun and light. So let's go ahead and read what Yai is all about. The empowerment message is, when you shine your light into the world, Libra, you will attract various people and experiences that match or challenge your commitment to be empowered. Right now, you are receiving information to know what choice to make, which opportunity to take, and which person to trust. The Aboriginal Australian sun goddess Yai illuminates your path with her rays and brings clarity as she shows you what you need to know. A bright light also attracts a lot of bugs, so know that you may also attract those who see themselves smaller as a result of your empowerment. This is conditioning that needs to be healed in many people in the world. All you can do is be incandescent and joyful, kind and truthful, and the world will begin to reflect the goodness back to you. The goodness Yai is happy to help you shine. The alignment message is, sometimes the light shines too bright and too hot for you to achieve your aims. Although the sun is bright, getting too close to fire will risk everything burning to the ground. Do you really want to know all that is hidden from you now? Are you ready to face the harsh light of illumination that rips open your old ideas and shows you what else is possible? Your alignment task is to be bold and brave. Don't shrink away. Know that this is all part of the process of evolution that calls forth the bright sunlight to show you the shadows so you cannot escape your own denial. Allow the truth to burn through your defenses. Then you will be set free. When the sun goddess Yai comes with her bright light, it is a day of reckoning that will lead only to miracles. So I'll tell you the story. For many years, up until about 11 years ago, I was very wrapped up into Christianity, and reading tarot cards or anything like this was that never happened. If somebody would have told me at that time that in 2021 or 2011, whatever I started reading tarot, that I would be reading tarot cards, I would have been so highly offended, because I would have thought, oh my God, that's just devil worship. That would never happen to me. I would never do that. Things change. And I remember I used to have these dreams, and in the dreams, they were always really good dreams. They always were really, I would wake up feeling really good. But in the dreams, I would be in a house. We would be buying a house or looking at a house, and we would move into the house. And so whenever you dream about a house, you're dreaming about yourself, your body, your spiritual being. And so in dreams, the house represents you. So, but in these dreams, I would be dreaming about a house, and in the house, I would find, the houses were always really small on the outside. They were real small on the outside, but once we moved in, I would discover like these hidden dark, hallways with all these rooms. And so every house that I dreamt about, it was like they were like hidden hallways or hidden rooms that, we didn't know about when we first bought the house. And so what I realized, and these dreams they were reoccurring dreams all the time. And then I had my awakening. And even after the awakening, I would continue to have these dreams. And what I discovered was that these dreams meant that I have a lot of spiritual gifts. And, I saw myself in the beginning as like this small person that really had no power, lived in fear all the time. But the reality was that I have so much power and so much light to shine and give to others that I didn't even know about. But there were many gifts that I have, and I know that I've not received all of my gifts yet. I received a lot so far, have received a lot so far, but they're not all, have not come to me yet. And I heard a friend say a long time ago, she said, if we got all of our gifts all at once, we'd blow up, like a light bulb or something. Because it would be too much. It would be too much light for us. And so, and for me, I can honestly say, I think that it would scare me, like really bad, in a weird way. I mean, like I know that there'll be a day when I can, like my eyes will see, like fairies and spirits. I feel them now. But if I saw one, I think it'd scare the shit out of me. There will come a day where it won't scare me. But I remember taking, like, the gift of dreams was already with me even before I came into my awakening, which was obvious because I kept having these recurring dreams before I realized what was going on. And then the gift of reading tarot came, and I started working with crystals. And I will never forget, I was all comfortable with reading the tarot cards and all that, and doing the crystal work. And a friend of mine, her son was having a bad day because her husband had committed suicide 5 years prior to this particular date, and her son, who was like 14 or 15, was having a difficult time, and she had always wanted to have me do a crystal reading on him. And so I felt like I needed to give this young man a crystal reading to help him. So I called her up and I said, if you want to come over, I will give your son a crystal reading. I won't charge you for it or anything. And she's like, okay, I'll be there in an hour. And so when they got there, we were all sitting in the living room, and they were sitting on the couch. And all of a sudden, I had a vision of this man, and this man started giving me messages. And I started giving the messages to my friend and her son. And it turned out that it was the father, her ex-husband, her son's father, that I was giving these messages, that was talking through me. So I was suddenly a medium. Had no idea. So when it was, and this went on for like 20 minutes, and then we're all like crying, and it's really healing and everything. I mean, they're just, this was a really great moment. When it was over, she said to me, my friend said to me, she said, I didn't know you could do that. I said, I didn't either. And so it like came. Yeah, I wasn't asking for it. I wasn't expecting it. It just came, and it wasn't scary to me. It was just very natural. And so mediumship just has come natural to me. And I always find that when I work as a medium, it's comforting to people. I've had people later tell me that my mediumship gave them comfort when I had no idea that that's what it was doing, because sometimes it gets a little deep what the other person is trying to tell them through me. And sometimes I wonder if I'm hurting them, emotionally. So everybody that I've ever given any kind of mediumship to, they always tell me later that, it was very comforting to them. So, yeah, so that's a little bit of a light, I guess, Yai, the son, was with me, like helping give me these dreams and help me to understand that there's like all these dark hidden hallways that I would find in the house in these dreams. It was really like those doors, those extra rooms is really light. But I just haven't tapped into all of them yet. So I feel like, Libra, that you have some light too, that that you're embracing. And you don't have to try to embrace it. You just have to let it happen, and it'll happen. Don't even think about it, and it'll happen. Seems like there was something else. Oh, yeah, I'll share another story with you real quickly. This is kind of a sad story, but something I didn't know that I had either. I visited with my cousin about 3 years ago, and because I love her so much and feel so connected with her, even today, if I think about her, I can think about like things that she's worried about. And there's been a couple of times that I've called her up and said, this is going to work out. Everything's going to be okay. And it was because she was concerned about something. So back in December, I come from a very large family. I can't tell. I have over 30 cousins, lots and lots of cousins, first cousins, and one of my cousins, we have a kidney disease in our family that runs in our family, and it runs very strong in the boys. And so I have this cousin. His name is Aaron, and I ran into Aaron back in December at the grocery store. And, here we had COVID and everything, and we both had masks, and he recognized me even with my mask on. And we started talking. We hadn't seen each other in a long time. And, we're hugging and, we're taking pictures, and we're just hanging out. We hung out in the grocery store talking for like 30 minutes. And I had a dream like a month or so later about Aaron and his dad. And I remember telling one of my best friends about the dream. And I said, I believe that my cousin is going to die very soon. I don't think he has much time left to live. I think he's going to die in a couple of months. And I told my friend all about this cousin, what was going on with him and what he did for a living, and all kinds of personal information. So I didn't think any more about that dream. I just let it go. Really didn't want to think about it. And of course I couldn't call my family and let them know what was going on, or at least I didn't feel like I could. And sure enough, about 3 months ago, I get this phone call that my cousin Aaron had passed away. And I just freaked out. And I called my best friend, and I was talking to her, and I said, I just found out that my cousin Aaron passed away. I'm so upset. She said, Lisa, you already knew that he was going to die. I said, what are you talking about? She said, you told me that you had a dream about him. Isn't this the cousin that has the kidney disease, and he has his car wrapped? And she went on telling me all these personal things I told her about him. I said, yeah. She said, yeah, you told me that he was going to die. You already knew it. And I swear, at the time, I did not remember telling her. Now, when she joggled my memory a little bit, I remembered, but I never remembered that dream. And I think that I told her, and then I just let it go, didn't think any more about it because I didn't want to think about it. But what I realized is that were people that I'm really close to or that love very, very much, I can, it's like I tap into their energy or I feel their energy. Something happens with energy and I get it. And I'll either have a dream or something will come to me. And like my cousin in Arizona, when things come to me, I call her. So that's something that I never expected or uh, asked for or anything. I certainly didn't ask for it because I don't want to know about my, my cousins or anybody that I'm close to, anything bad happening. And I was just discussing this with one of my aunts because we don't have family gatherings very often, but when we do, it's gotten kind of to a point where I'm almost afraid to go to these gatherings because I don't want the same thing to happen to me that happened with my cousin Aaron that passed away. So anyway, that's another, thing that, just happened that I wasn't expecting. And it's a good thing in a way because like with a cousin in Arizona, she was worried about some things. And so I let her know that no, everything's going to be okay. This is all going to work out. And so in a way, it is like me shining that light or sharing my light with my loved ones. The bad stuff you know, I don't like. So anyway, I hope this helps you and that you have a really good week, Libra. And I will see you again next week. And love and light to you all week. Bye-bye.